Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So too we begin embroidery. Thank you for coming back. If you like what you see, please do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and hit the notification button. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Mighty Hoop system. What you see on my table is a little crowded because it does take up a lot of room, but for me, it is well worth the space that I lose. As I've mentioned several times, I do not like to hoop. So hooping with the regular standard hoops that come with your machine has always been difficult for me. I can do it, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. So when I found out about the Mighty Hoop, I was just really enthused to get started with that. And as soon as I got my 10 needle machine, I started buying the Mighty Hoop system. Now the first part that I got, and I'm going to tell you about, I have 3 different stations here and they all do the same thing. The difference is the size of the garment or the item that you are embroidering. This big one here that I have, and I'm going to turn it around for just a little bit so you'll get a chance to see what it looks like. Now this is your shirt station. And what this does, it allows you to do jacket backs like I have hooped on here now. And this is a 8 by 13 size hoop, which is the largest hoop that my machine will take, except for it will do a jumbo hoop, which is 14 by 14, but the designs have to be split. But all of the hoop that does not have to be split, the largest size for my brother PR 1055X is the 8 by 13, which I could certainly use a larger hoop. The larger the better for me because I like to do jacket backs and things like that. But it works really well, and I have it hooped on here, but I'm going to show you a couple of projects that I've done using this system and how easy it is to hoop something that is thick like a jean jacket or blanket or a Carhartt coat, any of those types of things. A quilt can be hooped on this station. This is called a shirt hooping station, and I will show you that in a minute where we can do left and right side logos and how the system works to make sure that you're going to have the perfect placement every time you hoop. And that's why a lot of people buy this system, because it saves you time with the measurement, because once you get that measurement down, you can use that same measurement for every shirt that particular size and style instantly, because you already know what the parameters are. And I'll go over that in a minute, but I just want to show you a couple of items that I have actually stitched out using this Mighty Hoop. Now here is a jean jacket, and I hope you can see that pretty good, where I used that hoop that's on my shirt station to hoop this jean jacket, and I was able to stitch out this beautiful butterfly on the back of my jean jacket without any problem at all. And another project that I've done, and I've done several other projects, but I just want to show you because these are denim and jean fabric. This is another jean back that I was able to stitch out using my Mighty Hoop. So I just want to let you know that it really works. It's convenient and it's easy, and that's the most important part. So what I have now is take this off. These are brackets that you can get to go with this system, and it allows you to use larger hoops, larger than what you would normally use if you're just doing the left and right side logos. And I'm going to show you real quick how easy it is to hoop a jacket. And then once I complete that, then I'm going to show you how you can hoop a left side chest logo. So I have put my bottom part of my hoop into these two brackets that holds it down. Now it comes with these magnetic clips, and these hold down your stabilizer. Now my stabilizer is a little small. I didn't really cut one out purposely for this particular demonstration, but I just wanted to give you an idea. The important thing to remember about the Mighty Hoop is that the magnet is really strong, and that can make it difficult to pull apart, but it is possible. This little thumb here on all of the hoops is what you use to pull it apart. Now you put the bottom part into your brackets, and the bottom part that faces up is plain and textured. The other side has the warning label on. That always goes to the back. So I'll put this on, secure it into the bracket. Then I will lay this piece of stabilizer, and remember I didn't cut it out specifically for anything. I just had a piece laying around just for a demo. So as you can see, I have secured the stabilizer onto the bracket with these magnetic clips. Now all I have to do is get my garment, and keep in mind I have not done any measurements to make sure I have it in the, in the middle and all of that. That is something that you definitely have to do. You want to make sure that you line everything up correctly, and you have your markings on here, so you know that you are definitely putting it in the center. I'm just putting it on here just as a demo to let you know how simple and easy it is. Once you get it all marked up and everything, and you know where your center is, so you can put it on your machine correctly, but then you'll go forward. So I have this jacket on here, and it looks pretty centered to me anyway without even having the marking done, but I would never stitch it out without measuring. So always remember that you have to measure everything that you're going to stitch out if you want to make sure that it gets centered correctly. And since I have the stabilizer on here, I have the jacket, and all I have to do is voila, is stick it on here, kind of give it a little tug to make sure it's nice and snug, and then lift it up, and it's ready to go to your machine to be stitched. See how quick and easy that is? And the stabilizer's here, and you hear the drum sound. So that is how I do my jackets. Quick and easy, painless, and just saves you a lot of time. So that's what I want to point out on that. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how this is used to do the left chest logos. So this system, if you buy the initial system, these brackets are extra. They don't come with it, so I'm going to take this off because this is extra to purchase, but it's well worth getting. So if you're interested in that, at some point you can get the brackets, because trust me, I did not get all of this at one time because it's just really expensive, because the initial setup is $541, and I'm going to tell you exactly what comes with the initial setup. So I got the brackets off. Now what you get with the initial setup is this shirt board, this docking station, and your freestanding board where you can do smaller garments and what have you. plus you get this T-square. So you get this, you get this, you get this, and you get this. That's your initial and of course, the most important thing, your 5.5 by 5.5 mighty hoop. This is the initial set if you want to get started. And this set, everything that I just showed you just now, the total that they're charging is $541. But again, like I said, it is well worth it. Now I have a t-shirt that I'm going to just put on here when I get it. Hold on. Okay, I have it. So when you get your mighty hoop, it's going to come with instructions. You get a little booklet, a little pamphlet, and in the pamphlet it gives you Hoopmaster logo placement suggestions based upon size. Now the shirt that I'm going to be hooping is a large man shirt, well, unisex actually, because I wear them. And according to the Hoopmaster logo placement, the recommended placement is C19. Now what does that mean? It has two parameters that you look at. The top part where the neckline is, this is your neckline. So based upon the size of your shirt, you're going to use this part for the neckline when you're straightening up the shirt onto the board. And so it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I, all the way down. Now, this is your left side and this is your right side. They are identical. What does that mean? You can do it on the left and the right and they will be exactly perfect as far as placement if you use the same numbers. So C is here and then 19 is here. So what I'm going to do is put this station in the peg hole where it is going to line up with, where is 19? 19 is there. Kind of hard to do it when you're doing it upside down. Okay. I think that's, well, actually I got this upside down. Be more helpful if I put it up correctly. So let me see, did I get it on 19? Yes, I have it on 19. So this is putting your peg fixture on here. Then you're going to put the backing, the magnetic backing. Again, just like the bracket, the texture size goes up, the side with the writing goes down, and it goes into this little socket and it stays put. Then you put your stabilizer in here, just like I mentioned. And you use the magnetic clips, put it in there, secures your stabilizer. Now, I get the shirt. This is, I hope, oh my goodness, I got the wrong shirt. So, that's a 3X, and I don't want a 3X. Not to say that I can't hoop a 3X, but it makes it a little difficult with this particular backing. This particular backing is mainly for your regular size, small, medium, large, extra large. And if you're going to the double and triple X and up bigger, they do have an extender that you can buy to put on here to actually extend it so you can hoop much larger shirts. So just give me a moment. I'm going to get the shirt and I will be back and I will go ahead and hoop. Okay, I'm back with my size large shirt and I'm going to show you exactly how to put this on. Like I said, the collar or the neckline is going to stop right here at C, and I have it already in the peg where 19 is showing here and this is going to show you exactly where that a proper fit for the logo. Now this does not eliminate you needing to go ahead and do your measurements and to mark your shirt, because this is an approximation. It does not necessarily mean that it is 100% where you actually want your logo to be. If your customer wants it to be in a different spot or whatever, or if your shirt is slightly larger or smaller, regardless of what size they listed on here, you may have to make some adjustments. But I'm just going to go by the recommended placement. So as you can see, the neckline is right here at C, and it was the little hole where my finger is 19. This is the space where the logo is going to go. And then what I do, I just go ahead and I put this, there are little notches right here where this particular Mighty Hoop rests. And it's just a simple, there you go. Take it off, take it to the machine. It is, I'll hold it up. Left chest logo. And stabilizer, drum tight, beautiful, easy without any issues. Now this stand I normally keep, in all honesty, because I don't do a lot of left chest or right chest logos on shirts and polos and what have you. I have actually, believe it or not, done a lot of masks using my Mighty Hoop and using this particular fixture, and I keep it here because it's much easier for me to keep it here. And what I do, I just cut out my fabric that I'm going to be using, like a small piece, and I have the stabilizer put down on there beforehand, and just gonna unhoop the shirt so I can show you what I would do if I was doing a mask. And the reason I said if I'm doing a mask, because I custom make my masks. When people order them, I'll put their name on it or some type of cute design or something before I sew it all together. So now I'm using it, and I'm just showing you how I use it for my mask. And I will put the fabric down. Normally the fabric will already be cut out in the shape, and all I have to do is put the two sides together, but this is just for demo, and I'm putting it here, and then again you just, voila, there it is. Put it on your machine. Everything is taut, no problem, stitches out well. It comes with a T-square that if you need to do any type of measurement while you have it up here, you can certainly do that. It has screws in it as well. So all you have to do is just stick it in the little holes, and the peg holes, one of them doesn't want to go in here that easy, but it will go in here. So that's pretty much, I'm not going to struggle with that. That's what comes with it. So again, this station, and your T-square comes with your starter kit, basically, to get started with your Mighty Hoop. Now I have added some additions, and I'll move this out my way. What I have added is, this is my 9x8 hoop, and you can see this is how you're supposed to put them together when you're storing them, so they're easier to pull apart, and you don't lose the magnet, the effect of the magnet, because if you put them together constantly all the time, they're very difficult to take apart. You could hurt your hands because they will clamp down on your hands, so you have to be very careful. So it is recommended that you store them this way, and then you can just hang them up or whatever. I use this a lot for a lot of my other projects, whether I'm doing towels, whether I'm doing children's shirts, or I've been doing some in the hoop projects that I use this with a lot. So this is just another size for me that I really like very well. The other thing that I just got is, I call it my infant station. What I have on here now is a onesie, and this is a 6x9 mighty hoop that I have on here. I already have it hooped together, and all I have to do is pull this clamp back. Come on, I gotta get it this thing. And, get this thing. There you go. Here's your onesie. This is an 18-month. I have the stabilizer here. Now, you know, especially those of you with a single needle machine, it's really difficult to hoop shirts and onesies and stuff, but this makes it so easy. This is a very versatile station. I can use it for my 9x8. I can use it for this. All I have to do is adjust this, move it up. You untighten the screws and you move it up. Get everything lined up. Tighten it down. Put it in correctly. That might help. And then you go ahead and have it on here. And whatever it is that you're going to, say for instance, I'm going to do a towel. Do I have a piece of stabilizer? I do, just a little piece. It definitely is not the correct size. I'm just doing it just as a demo. But if I wanted to put a towel on here to embroider, I can do that. I will have to measure. Do not ever forget to measure, because you want to make sure it's going to come into the area that you want it to come into. And you can just, there you go. You have a towel. It didn't catch it because it's too little. But you have a towel that is already hooped. No more fighting. I know that was what really started me off having difficulty with my regular hoops, because in the beginning I was advised to do practice with towels. So I'm trying to hoop these towels and they're too thick, and I couldn't get them hooped, and I was so frustrated, and I would spend, seemed like hours. Of course it wasn't, but it just seemed like it to me. And I was really getting frustrated. I said, now I love embroidery, but I hate hooping. And I don't want the hooping, the dislike for hooping, to change my whole opinion about embroidery, especially since I made the investment with my single needle machine. I paid good money for that, and I wanted to keep going and grow and get bigger. And how do you do that when you can't do the hooping that needs to be done? So when I did get my 10 needle machine, because the other reason I wanted was changing threads. So there's two things that I personally did not like about having a single needle machine. Now don't get me wrong, I use my single machine still. I love it. It is my inspiration. That is the name that I have given it, and I have made money using that machine, and it is well worth it. So there is no issue getting or using a single needle machine, and I still use mine. But what was an issue for me with the single needle machine was, number one, I could not use these types of magnetic hoops, but I did find some, and I think I showed you those in my Why So Many Hoop video, and that helped a lot. These are even better. So once I got my 10 needle machine, I immediately got this initial kit that I showed you, and then I have collected more hoops and stations over time, and I'm not done, because my goal is to try to get one of every size that I can use on my machine, so I'll have them. And then once I've accomplished that goal, I will probably start doubling up on some of the popular sizes, such as the 8x9, the 8x13, and my 5.5 by 5.5. Those are the most popular ones, so I probably will double up on those once I get my collection. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the Mighty Hoop system and recommend those highly. They are for multi-needle machines. They cannot be used on a single needle machine as far as I know. I think there may be one machine and I don't know what that machine is, but they are for multi-needle machines, commercial machines. Most people will get the Mighty Hoop system because they know it works and it's well worth the money. They're not inexpensive. I have to tell you that the hoops themselves alone run anywhere from $125 to $225 per hoop, depending upon the size. This particular station alone, this was $140. The base was $60, and then the other system was $541. And then again, every time you buy a hoop, it's going to run you $125 to $150. So it is an investment, but embroidery is an investment hobby or business anyway. It's not inexpensive when you're buying your needles and your threads and your stabilizers and your hoops and everything. It does add up. It's not inexpensive. So if it's something that you love doing and you're doing it as a hobby, just keep in mind that it is an expensive hobby, but it is a worthwhile hobby. If you're doing it for business, you know exactly where the benefit weighs out as far as your profit and all of that. But again, I do recommend the Mighty Hoop. Hopefully this has been helpful, or to just give you an idea of what Mighty Hoops are and what you can do with them. I recommend that you either get in touch with the Hoop Master company directly to make sure that you're getting the correct size hoop for your machine, and most importantly, the correct bracket, because every machine has brackets that are specific to that particular machine. When I switched from my other 10 needle machine to my brother 10 needle machine, I had to get new brackets. And actually this particular size, I had to get the whole system. The rest of them, I just had to change out my brackets. So it's very important that you make sure that you know that. Also on Facebook, there is a person that is a representative for Mighty Hoop, and her name is Kathy Hogue, I guess is how you pronounce it. Kathy with a K, and the last name is Haug, and I think her site is Mighty Hoop or Hooping by Design or something like that. But if you go onto Facebook and you search for Mighty Hoop tutorials or something like that, she's bound to come up. She has multiple videos showing you exactly how you can use the various size hoops for your projects. And the most important thing, because she is a representative for Mighty Hoop, if you have an order that's $100 or more, then she can get it for you with free shipping. So that does save you some money. And I have to tell you, it is very quick. Even in the pandemic time, she has been able to get people's products that they've ordered to them in a very timely manner. So check her out. Check out her website, her Facebook site. And if and when you are ready, I do highly recommend the Mighty Hoop. So that's all I have today. Thank you for stopping by. Again, if this has been helpful to you, please subscribe. I'm wanting to get my channel to grow, and the only way it's going to grow is by subscriptions. And I know a lot of people are viewing, but they're not necessarily hitting the subscribe button, nor are they hitting the like and the notification buttons. So if you do like the videos, If you do want the notification, please hit the subscribe button. I would be so grateful. And the like, thumbs up, that's very important as well. There is a matrix that YouTube uses as far as different channels are concerned, and they look at the analytics. And the main things that they look at is viewership, subscription, and likes. So that's how people's their channels grow, and I'm hoping to grow mine. So again, please hit the subscribe button. Come back next week. I will have another video for you. I'm thinking about actually doing a in the hoop project tutorial. So I will go step by step with this particular in the hoop project that I've made several of them already, and show you step by step how to do it. They're a cute little fun project, and that is what I'm thinking about doing on my next video. So if you're interested in that, please come back. And I thank you for your viewership. Appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, and then I will see you the next time I upload a video. And have a great day. Thank you for stopping by.